Alright, and we're rolling.
Alright, we started?
Yep.
Sure did get awfully quiet once we
Yeah,
hit record.
it did.
Hello everyone, my name is Markiplier, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, well,
Hey, well, let's just use that for the intro then.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Markiplier.
yeah, I love getting DMCA'd.
Oh, I'm flattered that you think my Markiplier is good enough to qualify us for a DCMA. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Beach Bobcast Arc Podcast. We are on episode 3, and today I am joined by Captain Reptile and On Fire. So everyone say hello.
Hello.
Hello, the one and only.
Man, that's the
That
kind of
sounded
enthusiasm you just love to
Look,
hear.
okay, I'm tired. I'm allowed to be tired. This is your homework for this episode. Since you've got the audio, since you've got the video, you have to add a video counter of how many times Vin Diesel's name.
No, Cap, you can't do this to
Then
me.
stop
You
saying
know how
Vin
much
Diesel.
I sacrificed?
Just don't say Vin Diesel, and then you don't have to add as many. You only have to do like one.
For every Vin Diesel, you have to add tick one counter. Alrighty, File, take it away. You're the leader.
Alright, so I guess most of the topics you guys have brought up are about Arc 2, so I'm gonna make this about Arc 2. So I guess we're gonna start off with what are some features you'd want in the game? Not like creatures, but I mean, I'm kind of thinking more like player things, like movement types, or maybe like things you can do you can't do in Arc 1.
Got it. I completely understand the assignment. Here it is. I want them to, kind of like the Fortnite. Oh god, Fortnite Spider-Man webs. I want them to have that, but it's like a vine. Like I want there to be a section where you can swing from a vine onto
Oh, you mean
another
like
vine, like what the
vines where you can
Bloodstalker
swing
can
like
do.
Tarzan?
Yeah, I
That
think
would
that
be
would be
sick.
fun.
That
would
actually
actually
sounds
be really
really cool.
That does sound really cool.
Do we know what Arc 2 is going to be rated?
Probably M or T at least. T bare
Probably
minimum
T.
is going to be T.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
how about
E
the
for everyone.
readable player?
Oh, okay. Well, okay. You understood the assignment a bit too well.
I've got 45 pages here of how they could make this mechanic work. And we're going to start off with number 1. I'm kidding.
Well, what is the I
Shut
don't
up!
even know.
Cut the footage!
Strike it from the
But yeah,
record.
for a mechanic, I was thinking of maybe they can add sliding, because ever since they added sliding to Fortnite, I've been like pressing while I'm playing Arc to go slide, and then I don't. And I think, oh, it'd be so cool if I could like slide down this hill while I'm being chased by this raptor. So I've been kind of wanting them to add sliding to Arc. I think it could be a cool feature for Arc too.
I think,
Since
you know, most modern games, I'm going to build off that, feel really great when they have sliding and clambering. And it's a good
Yeah.
way to, like, make it feel like a modern game. Like Halo Infinite has done it, Borderlands has done it, you know, Call of Duty.
Well, how many times have you guys tried to, like, you're running away from a dino and you try to jump up on a rock and you hit that invisible wall that's on that rock and you just slide down and then get killed by whatever's chasing you because you're a grown human who can't jump up a tiny rock?
True.
Don't even get me started on that.
See, that's kind of reminds me of.
Too, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of another feature I want them to have, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like where if you go up to the side of a ledge, you can't jump up, you can like climb it, but you can't like climb a wall. It's kind of like you just
Like
grab
Conan?
the edge and push yourself up. No, like not
Oh,
like climbing.
yeah, so
Conan,
that's clambering.
Yeah.
yeah, that.
I was gonna
They have it
extend
Call of
to
Duty.
how about because it looks like it's gonna be a more like primitive game, right? Like at least what we've seen of it so far. How about the ability to just climb, like rock climb up a mountainside, climb a tree?
See, that's what I was thinking with Conan, because in Conan Exiles you can do that. Any surface,
Yeah.
you can literally climb any surface in that game.
It is a bit crazy. That's why I was thinking maybe like you could just climb up like if you're trying to jump up a rock, but maybe not be able to like
Well, I
climb
guess I
up
got climbing
flat.
hooks, but those are buggy because you have to
No,
find.
no, no. That's how you get clipping. That's how you get banned. That's how you get wild card haters. We don't want those to come back.
Fail.
Also, they have
That's
0
fail.
durability, so you can only go up like 2
Hey,
walls
hey,
before
hey,
you
hey!
break.
I know.
Climbing picks are something specifically I don't want to come back.
I know you only play console, but there are mods that remove durability on climbing hooks because a lot of people got annoyed by that. Or you could just spawn
True.
yourself in an ascendant climbing pair of climbing
Yeah, I was
picks.
about to say. I mean, you could just get an ascendant one out of a
That's what I
drop.
used to do on console. Yeah.
I also, don't mess with that stuff. I'm better off just find like a Dinopithecus, Thylacoleo, or even a Megalania to do my climbing for me.
Well, they don't have those on Aberration. I mean, they have Megalanias, I guess.
No,
but
they
they're
were
really,
going.
really, really rare.
They didn't. No, they never added those, from my understanding.
I don't know. That's what I thought, but then people have been telling me that they have them. They're just rare. I mean, I'm not even sure at this
Maybe you
point.
can transfer them, but they don't
Yeah,
naturally spawn.
I don't know because
That might be
I
it.
remember there is an aberrant Megalania in the file codes that
Yeah.
they meant to add, but they never kept it in there, which is really dumb. To put it lightly, that's really dumb because that would be the perfect thing to have on Aberration. A giant cave system is a cave climber.
I think maybe they intentionally removed it because they didn't want to overshadow the rock drake.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
That also makes sense.
Like they would have also had the Thyla, but they didn't do that either. For that, pretty sure that same reason.
There's a lot of
There's the
mottos
giant
out
redwood
there.
trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of mottos
you know
out there.
what
that
really
do that.
angered me when I first played Aberration was I was gonna make like a big Return of the Jedi tree base up in there, and you can't place the tree platforms.
You can't?
No,
I didn't know that.
you can only
I never
place
tr-
the stupid cliff platforms.
That's dumb.
Man,
But
do
it's
I
like
love
they're learnable
mods.
and makeable. It's just infuriating.
It's weird because they're the perfect size to build one of those tree platforms on, and you can't break them. And you should be able to place one there.
Yeah, extremely frustrating.
How would you get sap on that map then? I mean, I guess you could put some up on the side.
Rock Drake, climb up to the side, grapple hook to the side of the tree. I mean, it's just
That seems
big
super
hassle.
complicated. Just get stupid sap.
Yeah.
Hey, now stop trying to make sense out of it all.
What do you guys think is one of the least balanced creatures in the game?
Oh, Shadowman.
I love them.
That was such a quick answer. I mean, I don't play PvP, so I don't know much about it. Or
Actually,
be
no. I
non-balanced.
don't play PvP either, but I do like follow people that do. They say that the Astrodelphus is by far the worst
Yeah, I've
creature in
heard that.
PvP.
For PvE, I think the most unbalanced creature is
Shadowman.
probably the Strider with the harvesting attachment.
Hey,
I
now.
mean, you literally like look in an area and instantly you have like 1 million of whatever resources in that area. Like, oh, it's
Don't come at my
extremely good.
don't come at my robotic giraffe like that, man.
I'm not saying
The
it's
Robo
bad.
Draft.
I like it, but I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, and this is gonna sound really controversial, and we're probably gonna get a lot of hate for this. But when it comes to PvE, when it comes to the dinos, if they're overly strong, you can't complain about that because I mean now if they're
Yeah.
overly weak, like Managormers in a PvE,
yeah,
basis, completely understandable. They should never nerf those type of dinos on PvE servers, or nerf them in general because I mean, just
I think they should treat PvP and PvE as two different.
exactly.
animals.
That's the problem
Yeah.
with Arc right
Like,
now.
there's no reason that cryopods need a cooldown on PvE, in my opinion.
But if you think
they
about
actually
it,
disabled that for PvE, which is really good.
well, see, so that
Did they? All right, on fire.
Yeah,
I
they
bet. I'm gonna test that right now.
They do because when I play single player, I turn on PvE and then it turns off cryo sickness. And then
yeah,
whenever
that
I
is
need to kill
actually a
the
thing.
babies,
I do remember that.
I turn it back to PvP.
No, I just got cryo sickness.
Are you on
did?
an actual PvE or is it
I'm on single
PvPvE?
player.
Yeah, but is it
You can
PvE
turn it to
enabled?
PvE.
Single player is always PvP unless it's checked.
Cringe.
Yeah, you have to check the PvE.
Why is
box.
single player PvP?
I have no
What?
clue.
Don't know.
Like who thought looked at that and thought, yeah, that sounds right. Launch it.
Oh, you want PVE? Check out box. That actually
Yeah,
screwed me
seriously.
over once because a friend of mine who I'd met on Ark, I met them and we were playing on the island when it first came out, and these people joined because it was just in the server listing, and they joined and killed us because it was PvP, and I didn't know you had to check a stupid box to
Ooh.
change it.
Ooh.
Was
Remember
I
one time
mad?
somebody
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, one time I had somebody join my server like that as well. I was playing with my cousin in a single player world, but they didn't attack me. It took me forever to type in the command that like kicks people out of the game
Can you stand there for a
because they
couple
make it
seconds?
because they make it to like where you have to like play like kick player and then you have to type their entire username.
Yeah, they need to
So it's
add
like
in Arc 2 for admin. If you guys want to be admin friendly, I know Arc doesn't listen to this podcast, but if they do, if anyone in the wild card listens to this, take it up the freaking career tree and tell them to add in a way in game for admins to see who is on their server and to be able to kick them, ban them, promote them,
yeah, that would be
whatever
really nice.
Yeah,
in
that actually
game
sounds
without a
extremely
dumb
useful.
command needed. Because if my base is getting raided by a griefer, granted I could have done something to prevent that, but if something is attacking my base and I need to ban somebody or kick them or something, I don't want to have to sit there and let them destroy myself while I'm typing out a 25 key command.
Wildcard says that you need to be a faster typer.
If probably I
Good.
get good scrub. That's all they're telling me. I had a question for you guys. When it comes to Arc 2, you know how? Okay, so let's say you're up on like on Extinction, for example. You're at the very top of you're on one of the tall bridges, in the city, and you need to get down to the lower level, and you're on a land mount, and you jump off. Do you guys know that if you jump off your dino right before you hit the ground, both of you will take no fall damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you
I'm
guys think
big.
that's going to be a thing in Arc 2?
Probably
I don't know.
only
I've thought about
because
it.
like I don't think that's like a air quote like glitch. I think it's intentional because like if you have a creature following you, sometimes their coding just messes up and they just fall. Like think how annoying it would be to like go out pack hunting and then half your pack just dies. They just
Wait,
fall and die.
So actually, I forgot. That used to be a thing. Dinos following you. If it had a saddle on, they would take fall damage. Granted, they took that away now because I mean you can understand why. But yeah, that used to be a thing. Well, another thing is I don't know. It doesn't really work on PC because PC's buffering is a bit faster than consoles. But like on old consoles, if you jump and then you mash the pause button, it will like your character will freeze in air, and then you unpause and you'll start falling again, and then you just keep doing that. But you have to do it super fast, and eventually your character will just fly across the map. That's how you can get across the map without a flyer. If you go to the
Or you
highest
could just
point.
pause and type in the fly command.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like, if you're on a PvE PvP official server
Oh.
with no admin commands, that's one
Wow.
thing that people have done. I don't know if it's still a thing or not,
I
but
doubt it.
because I don't play on console anymore. But
One thing
yeah,
I just
think
thought
I've
about.
seen somebody do that before actually.
One thing I was thinking about Arc 2 just a second ago is, do you guys think they're gonna have the Dota Rex in Arc 2?
they're gonna have something.
I would like to see the Dodo Rex come back.
Yeah,
I was super disappointed on like the third Fear Evolved or the fourth, basically because they did the Dodo Rex, the Dodo Wyvern, and I'm like, oh yeah, time for the Dodo Reaper, but it
Yeah.
just it never came.
There's a mod.
or any other Dota creature. I always wanted them to add more of them, but they never did. They just stopped.
Like,
with
dude,
the
on
white-
Extinction, they could have done the Dodo Titan. Like,
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
Dodo Titan, Dodo King
And
Titan.
then Arc 2, right? They can add the Dodo Diesel.
Okay.
Gosh, I should have saw that coming.
Adam Walker to the counter.
I'm just gonna cut every instance of which you say that.
Hey, hey now, hold on. I'm the audio editor. You can't cut audio. You only make footage.
Here's a
see.
question, somewhat arc related, also somewhat just not arc related. If a griffin could breed, would it lay an egg or have a live baby?
Hmm.
I mean, Maywing. Maywings have
Well,
eggs.
yeah, but Maywings is also a platypus, technically. Platypus sugar glider. So, platypi lay eggs.
Obviously, for
But,
arc standards, it'd be better if they laid eggs.
yeah, it would probably be an egg if I had to take a guess. Because, the only reason I say that is because it's a bird, right? Technically, it's considered a flyer. And it's got the bird anatomy, but a lion body. So...
Well, I've always thought, like, as
fe-
much as I love the idea of, like, the griffin nest, I think, right, okay, so it's got the rear end of a lion, and lions don't lay eggs. So it would probably pump out a live baby.
But
then again,
the reason I say that is because the griffin would come out probably featherless, like a bird. So, and you can't really poop out a bird like that. So there has to be an
bats
egg.
do it. I don't see why birds can't.
Because bats don't have feathers. They have hair. That's why they're a mammal.
Well, yeah, but we just established that they don't come out with feathers.
Well, I'm talking about like in real life, not just orc. I'm just saying, like it's got feathers. It probably comes out of an egg.
This really is a question for the ages.
A question for people who are in that field that we are not able to answer.
Yes, any griffinologists out there, let us know. What is the research? Well, what do the fossil remains tell us about griffins?
Yes,
I wonder what the almighty Google would have to say. Would a
or how about this? How about this for a unique game mechanic? It's a 50-50 chance if it gets pregnant or lays an egg.
That's weird.
Oh, actually, you know what? In myth, it's already been said. Griffins do not give birth to live offspring, but rather lay eggs in deep caves that are well protected from the elements. They are carnivores and generally eat whatever prey is available in the area. So whoever came up with the griffin already said that they lay eggs, not live birth.
That's good, because then that means we get the eggs in art.
Yeah.
If they ever make it breedable instead of making snails breedable.
Are snails breedable?
Yeah, remember in that update where they had the rock,
insects.
they made the rock breedable?
Yeah.
And everyone thought that the griffin was going to be breedable, and then it ended up being the snail.
Hey, just because I want a snail with 140% movement speed, I want my mutated snail.
I don't think I've ever tamed a snail in art.
I haven't either. No, I've never tamed an OVC.
They're too much hassle. They're just not worth it.
Yeah, I don't like making sweet veggie cakes. The only time I've ever made sweet veggie cakes was on Lost Island, like last month, when I needed to tame an Amargasaurus for my 100-day video.
I didn't even use sweet veggie cake for it.
Yeah, I didn't even use sweet veggie cakes for it either, so it was all big waste. Actually, no, I didn't use them.
I used Captain Fat Dog's trap, and I didn't need it, so.
I did it the regular way and still did it pretty easy because I went to the desert. The desert's actually a really good spot.
It's so much easier because there's not as big dinos over there. Snow biome is awful because there's T-Rexes and Uties and pigs and wolves.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't the Uti with the Carno army will just shred it.
It's the Uto with the Carno.
I got attacked today by two separate packs of Uti and Carnos. One Uti was a 150 male, and the other was a 135 female, and each one had a pack of 3 high-level Carnos in its pack. And I ran for my life and still died multiple times.
You guys ever seen a stinking Uti spawning with an Alpha Carno?
Yes.
That is horrific.
Dude, it's so scary. And then like all the Uti and stuff have alpha boosts, and then it's not good.
Yep. The Uti buff, alpha boost, mate boosted Quanos, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm good. Count me out.
Okay, what is the worst biome in Ark, and why is it the swamp?
Actually, honestly, I quite enjoy the swamp.
How?
I enjoy
You enjoy having leeches sucking on your
Well,
face?
obviously, if you build a little thing
never
around.
underestimate the suck of a leech, first of all. Okay.
Okay, well, in my defense, I usually, if I were to ever build in a swamp, I've only built in the swamp once. I built a wall around my base so leeches could not get in.
I've never built in the swamp and never will.
That's coward talk.
It's a swamp. What do you want me to do?
People swim in a.
I've lived in the swamp twice. Worst experience of my life both times.
Well, that's why you get auto turrets so they can shoot every single leech that's out there. Actually, that's another thing. Can we talk about that real quick? Because there's not mods out there that do it. Oh, there's one mod out there that lets you do it. But in the game, you can make an auto turret, right? Why not
Yeah.
let us configure those auto turrets to shoot specific dinos? I'm sick and tired of wasting bullets on fish.
S plus, man.
Well, that's what I use S plus. But I'm saying like in vanilla, just give us the ability to pick what dinos you shoot and which ones you don't.
Yeah,
I've
that'd
never
be
actually
nice.
built auto turrets because
It'd be nice to get like a what did they call it? Like the Homestead update. It'd be nice to get like a Homestead Part 2
Yeah.
with more buildable things and more customizable options.
Homestead
That
Part
was a pretty
2
awesome update,
plus TLC for more dinos. Bronto. Give me a freaking Bronto DLC already.
Into the
I
Bronto
want
DLC.
more DLC so bad.
I think they said they're gonna do the last one, like TLC 4. I think.
I
Why
haven't
would
seen
why would they
anything
end it
on
off
it.
4?
What?
They should at least do TLC 4 and 5, 2 of them.
Well, so if Arc 2 is going to come out this year, they're gonna put more resources into Arc 2 than wasting on TLCs for dinos. When
I
they
mean,
could
to be fair,
when they could just have those dinos in, a new game.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, Arc 2 is literally gonna be like a TLC for every single dino that's currently in the game.
Yeah.
That's going into Arc 2.
I mean, we already saw the
most of
TLC
the
for the Rex.
Back.
Yeah, and it looks sick, especially the Pteranodon. I love the look of the Pteranodon in the trailer.
Yeah. I really enjoy that because Trinidad was desperately needing a TLC.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah.
Same with Quetzal. Don't even get me started on the Quetzal.
Quetzals are just
Like the dossier that they have for it, the posture it's in and everything, where it's standing upright, that is legit basically a Quetz. They just need to change the posture and fix the joints of the legs when it's, moving. And then they'll be fine. They don't even need to physically change the face of it or anything because that's actually already spot on. Just change the posture that it stands in. That's what everybody wants.
I think it needs some unique abilities and a reason because it's legit like the hardest flyer to tame on the. I'm not saying it's hard, but like it's harder than an RG and all that, and yet RG is 10 times better with all the abilities that the RG has.
Yeah, nobody
It's
uses
not-
Quetz anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
it
that's
used
the
to be,
problem.
like,
Is after the
best
flyer
thing.
nerf, it feels so diminishing to tame one. Like
Exactly.
with a good RG, you can just breed the stats in, like the weight and the stamina and all that stuff.
The
And
Quetz
nowadays,
was
you can even carry like Ankies and shit with the RG anyway. So
Yeah.
This is no point.
Yeah,
the Quetz was the
Especially-
go-to dino for flyer
Exactly.
anyways.
because it could pick up everything you needed. Because that was back before cryopods, so you had to have this thing to get Quetzal to carry all your big dinos, not like the massive ones, but ones you can actually get around.
Exactly. And now with cryos and stuff, I mean, there's really just no point. And wyverns, that's another big
Yeah.
one. The Quetz it got done so dirty. It just needs like a really cool thing that's just unique to just it.
Yeah.
You know, give it like
Yeah.
a Griffin Glide or
Well, that wouldn't be unique to
a
it. Two other
Texaddle
dinos
or
already have it.
something with like jets on it, like the Tropio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that makes it worth taming, especially for how hard it is to tame.
Well, even if it's like stat-wise, make it to where every single resource is, halved or something.
Yeah,
mean,
that
it
would be
should-
another cool thing too.
Yeah,
Or give it
I mean,
the
technically-
ability to hold one thing in each foot, like the crab.
Yeah, exactly.
that would be cool. Yeah,
Make it harvest like specific resources better.
yeah.
I mean, it's got a giant beak. Buff it. Give it a melee buff.
How about this? Now this is like a crackpot thing, okay? But I'm gonna say it anyways. How about because of the Quetzal size and the small size of the wyvern's brain, the wyverns do not become hostile towards Quetzals when stealing eggs because they get confused.
I mean, yeah, even that would work. Something.
A little crackpot, but
Or make it take reduced damage to like turrets and stuff. Volanosaurs, reduce damage. Yeah, like the flying stego, basically. Something. Make it useful. Make Quetzals useful again, 2022.
Oh my
bring
gosh.
back the Quetz. No, seriously though, wild card. If anyone of you ever like accidentally finds this, please give the Quetzal a TLC. Like, we're not just joking.
We're
I
not the
love
only
the
ones either. Look at Twitter. Everybody and their mom, all of paleo Twitter is wanting a Quetz TLC that plays Orc.
It's all I've
Also,
ever-
one thing I'd like to see is a Mosasaur TLC, because I feel like the Mosasaur just isn't that useful compared to how like sick of a creature it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like everyone just uses
And the
Daslo
Plesio,
because
too.
Honestly,
Yeah.
everything we just said for the Quetz, aside obviously from like Postal, just give it to the Moza. Make it like take reduced damage to specific things. Give it, I don't know, make it faster.
resistant to jellyfish stings, please, for the love of God.
All right, wild
Yeah.
card. Your perfect idea right here. TLC 4, the underwater pass. You hit up the Megalodon, the Plesio,
Yes.
and the Mosasaur. And maybe
sounds
throw
pretty
in
legit.
the Leopleurodon in there too. You know, I mean, it's only my favorite underwater creature, and you just decimated it with a Charlie the Unicorn reference.
Yeah.
But besides the point with that though, then you do TLC 5 afterwards, and you do the fan voted TLC. Top 5 fan creatures. For the TLC.
That's debatable. That's gonna tear the community apart.
Yeah, that's just gonna make everyone
I wouldn't do
mad.
it.
Like,
You
this
know,
one should've
honestly,
won.
wildcard, drop the voting because that just ruins the community even more.
Well,
People
I don't know. People only the Xenomacrops one got botched.
No,
Okay?
it's
this
not
latest
though
one was
because
good.
it's also the yak for Fjordo. People are super mad about giant bison not being added.
Yeah,
There were so many dinos that people were so upset that wasn't added that they were basically like Syntac was getting attacked for every single dino that he liked in that list because he said he liked
I
them.
did see that, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's not just the Cinemacrops, it's all of them. All right, can we move on to a different topic? I forgot what the topic even was that we were talking about. Anybody
What do you think,
remember?
what do you guys think Vin Diesel's preferred food will be?
All right, how about
Oh,
a different
no.
topic?
Do you think it'll be
Vin
a
Diesel
passive
counter
tame,
going up.
or do you think he'll be a trank tame, or maybe he'll have a unique taming method?
100% gonna be car oil,
It's gonna be what?
vehicle oil, just oil in general.
Vehicle oil.
Yeah, Diesel.
Yeah, diesel. Yeah.
Well, I guess topics for Arc 2 specifically. What do you think the map is gonna look like, or I guess the first map, and what do you want to see in the map?
You know, I would love to see more caves, like livable caves,
Yeah, I guess that would be cool.
because it showed them running into a cave in the cinematic trailer.
I imagine that if they do have it on the map, that'll probably be like the main cave. Like it'll be like that kind of like center hub where it's got like that main. I don't even know what that was, but that
Yeah.
floaty ring thing.
Well, so
That even.
what I don't want it to turn into, I mean, I really like the idea of this great big map. Have you guys ever played Ancestors?
I've
No.
seen a lot of footage on that game actually. That
It-
looks really fun.
It's a decent game from what I've seen. I haven't played it myself. I've watched a few other people play it, but it's basically one of those games where it's you play as an ape that is going through the
Oh, yeah, I've
evolutionary
heard that.
line, but you have to like save other apes and add them to your tribe. And I don't want that to be Arc 2. I don't want to have to go
No.
around and save some random people and then add them to my tribe. I don't want to have to go out there and collect food, water, and other resources and put it in a box so my people don't starve to death because they're incompetent to go get their own food and water. I don't think that's how it's going to turn out, but
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I hope not. I'm just saying.
I hope not. I hope not as well. Kind of on
Yeah.
that same note, though, have you guys ever played Far Cry Primal?
I have. That's what I was getting at. That's kind of like Far
I
Cry
have,
Primal.
but
Because you got to
it's been
build their
ages,
huts
I
and
don't
everything.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Far
I
Cry.
loved Far Cry Primal. That was actually probably one
I
of my
was an
favorite Far
even
Cry
bigger
games.
fan though of Far Cry Blood Dragon. Now that is where it's
Yes.
at.
They added the Blood Dragon back to Far Cry 5.
They did?
Kind of. It was an Easter egg, but if you go into the map editor, you can actually spawn it in along with Bigfoot, and it has a special fighting animation with the Blood Dragon.
Bigfoot and in the Blood Dragon?
Yes. Basically, it's like Godzilla versus Kong is exactly how it looks.
Well, is the Bigfoot like huge?
No, the blood dragon's not huge either. They're about the same size of each other.
Well, I remember the blood dragons being pretty like big though.
Yeah, and I don't know if they shrunk them down or whatnot, but they're not massive like they used to be in Far Cry 3. I think, honestly, I think Blood Dragon's still the highest rated Far Cry game.
Yeah, and it's a shame that it never got a sequel or any acknowledgement at all.
Not yet. I'm sure they'll do something with it.
Don't do that. Don't give me hope.
I told you guys about the time when they released Arc 2, not Arc 2, Extinction, right?
No.
Potentially?
My wife and I, because she could only play on Xbox, I had a PC at the time, but they released Extinction for PC a week later or sooner than they did for console.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. I was so
And so she could only sit down and watch me play it.
Because I was like so hyped for Extinction when it
I
was
was
coming
too.
out, and then literally like the day of, it's like, nope, you're gonna have to wait an extra 2 weeks. console
JK Law,
players.
peasants.
Like, I know.
Damn, pity you can't afford a gaming PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the thing about when Genesis 2 dropped in the summer, that DLC they accidentally released it first on PlayStation, and that was perfect for me because then I could just upload videos, even though my internet was garbage. So I pretty much got it at the same time PC players did because it took so long to update.
Oh, don't even get me started on PC downloading when it comes to Ark and other big games like that. Ark, like the smallest update can take almost an hour sometimes when it comes to Ark.
That's on my old internet, but now I got my new internet. I guess sometime last year, and it's fantastic. I can download stuff so fast.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not even internet related for us Steam users. It's more so, like the verification of the files for Ark. Because what it would do is you would start to download, and it would download a chunk of it, and then it would stop and go validating, and then it would finish the whole download, and the download itself wouldn't take too long. But the minute it starts verifying, that can take almost 45 minutes sometimes for a specific, for like small updates.
Wow.
Yeah, it's annoying.
One thing I've never understood is like on Xbox, right? I run Ethernet cables to both my PC and Xbox. And on Xbox, you get like 450 MBS download speed, sometimes up to 6. And you can download huge games in a matter of like an hour. But on PC, no matter what, even if I uncap it in like the Steam settings, I never really get above like 20 max. And I just don't get it. On top of the verification and stuff.
For me, my internet's supposed to be 1,000 megabytes per second, but it only downloads at like 20.
Oof.
So
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it'll get up pretty high, but
That's how my internet is too. I mean, I get 300 megs, but I top off at like 30, 40, sometimes 50.
yeah,
50 on a good day.
50 on a good day.
So that's better because back in the day is like last year, but like for 4 years my internet speed was like, oh yeah, my top speed is 1 megabyte per second, and it was absolutely
Ooh.
That's how it was
terrible.
for me 2 years ago. I got a top of 1 megabyte. And I was
Yeah,
paying
most
for
of
like
the time
10
wasn't even that.
megabytes.
It'd be like 300 kilobytes per second
Yeah.
is what I was
You
getting.
gotta-
It was terrible.
Speed.
That games would take so long. Don't even get me started on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare updates.
I have a
It's
friend
like, all right,
who, when Call of Duty World War II came out, we all were so excited to play it, and it took him an entire week to download that entire game because he would not get over the threshold between kilobytes and megabytes. He was stuck on kilobytes, and so it took him an entire week to play the game. And by the time we were
my
all
gosh.
done, by the time he was done, we were all like, this game's not that good.
wow.
He was mad.
I think
That's rough, buddy.
Yep.
I think Cold War took me like 3 days just to download, so that was not fun.
Yuck.
All right, here's a feature for Arc 2 that I'd love to see. Arc 1 recently just introduced the taming list tracker thing.
Oh
You
yeah,
can track it
Yeah.
like in mid
that actually
progress.
came out a year ago now,
Oh,
which is hard to
man, I
believe.
feel old now.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
I
been
do
quite a
too.
while.
any whom's though, what about a feature to just like like tamed dinos that appear on a list?
Like check their
That
health
would
from
be
across
cool.
the map or something.
Well, just to find them when you die or something, and your RG just flies off into the ocean somewhere.
Well, they have a tracker device, but literally
Yeah.
0 people use it. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think I've ever
super
used it.
buggy. Like you can put it on
Yeah.
players to track them, and it'll like hover in their face. It'll just blind them. It's awful.
Yeah, it's hot. I've never tried to or I've tried to use it, but I've never figured out how it works. So I always just give up on it.
Yeah, I tried to do stuff with it at one point where I tried to like put it on like big creatures like Quetzals and stuff. It was too finicky. It never worked right.
Yeah. Oh, there's some random thing I was thinking of. I think it's a few weeks ago, an idea I had. But what if like on the respawn map, where like when you know how it like you respawn and then it like shows you the map or whatever,
Yeah.
and you can pick the location. I was thinking, what if instead of just showing you a flat map, it showed you like a 3D render, like that kind of looked like a hologram of the map,
Oh, like
And then there'd be
Skyrim's map. That would actually be really cool.
something like that. And then it like shows like a little pointer above where your spawn point is gonna be. Click spawn, and then you can like rotate the 3D map around.
They just need to fix the whole map thing because I know that Lost Island's map is a bit finicky. It's not even with the
Oh
rest
yeah,
of
the
it.
spawn points do not.
Yeah,
line up.
they don't add up, but they also like I don't know, it just doesn't look good to say the least.
Damn.
It's
call
so
'em out,
triggering how
someone.
there's sticks all over the ground and you can't pick them up.
Yeah.
That's
Just
irritating.
had to mention that.
Remember what map? Oh, it was Ragnarok that they added the palm fronds that you could pick up. That was a
Oh,
game
yeah.
changer. Like that was the very
remember
first map
those.
to show that.
That was so revolutionary back in the day.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
like, oh my gosh, you can pick up sticks off the ground. Can you believe it?
Wow, sticks.
And then there's sand piles. You can pick up sand. It's like that was what was crazy back then.
Yeah.
Picking up sticks.
Oh, the old days. You know, sometimes I want to go back. If I'm being honest, I want to go back to the old days of Orc. It just seems like all this
Yeah.
this new fancy stuff. It's really gotten away from what I thought the game was going to turn into. I was expecting more dinosaur, prehistoric related stuff, and then they started adding. The minute they added tech, I'm like, well, I'm never going to use that stuff because I find that to be kind of dumb.
I don't know. I guess I always kind of saw it turning out the way that it has.
I mean, I guess with the
Yeah.
obelisks, it was kind of a good hint, and the artifact in your arm, it was a good hint that that's where they were wanting to go with it. But that's not how. You know, I don't think a lot of people expected it to be that because I don't know. It just didn't seem like a thing that fit with the game.
I always thought that the lore was gonna turn out to be like an alien zoo type thing.
That's what I thought. I thought like
where they took
prisoners.
the most successful animals but the smartest like being, and they put them in like a battle royale on like a you know just to f with us or just for fun or whatever an alien mindset would bring.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It wound up being people, future people.
Clones, basically.
I feel like they could have done better things with the story, honestly. But I mean,
I also never cared for the lore. Just gonna be honest. I see dinosaur, I tame it. I'm a simple man. Hey, don't diminish my feelings. I want to feel dumb. I want to feel dumb. It's not what I meant to say, but it works.
I
don't
want
know how that
to
makes
feel
sense.
dumb. If you want to feel dumb, just go onto the Arc forums and just rant about like megalodons. And,
No, that's what this podcast is for.
historical inaccuracies.
No. That's what this podcast is
Just
for.
rant about the creature vote.
Wow, way ahead of you though. No,
Right,
actually,
every time somebody suggests a creature, say that it's just like another creature that they already have in Ark. That'll tell me on.
I'm gonna be honest.
The Shadow Mane is literally just a Thylacoleo.
Dude, that's literally all people say in the creature vote. Like anything they add a new creature, they're like, no, it's just like this creature. It's like, oh my
No,
God,
if I'm
we're
gonna
never
rant
get anywhere.
about something, and I don't do much ranting. Actually, that's all I've done this entire podcast episode. I take that back. That's not the point of this. No, if I want to do ranting, I will rant about how I lost my train of thought, dude. I'm not doing okay.
I think if we all just slam a couple Red Bulls, okay, hop
I'm
into
good.
an official PvP server together,
Nope.
maybe invite Vin Diesel, maybe he comes, maybe he doesn't, but if he does, then, you know, we'll be off even better.
For somebody who
Well,
doesn't want to
that's
keep track of
awesome,
every
because-
time Vin Diesel's name is said, you say Vin Diesel a lot.
How many times do I have to say, I'm gonna cut that damn Vin Diesel, I'm not gonna put a counter up.
You'll better
Of
be accountable. Otherwise,
I'm not
Yeah, that
gonna-
better be a
otherwise
counter.
I ban Vin Diesel's name being said.
Then you have to ban me. It's me or Vin Diesel.
Well,
Vin Diesel and not
wait,
Vin
if I ban you, then I also ban Vin Diesel, so...
Oh, I see how it is. I know when I'm not wanted.
Diesel.
Is it you? Or is it Vin Diesel?
You think Spinos are sexually attracted to Vaporeons? Or Baryonyxes, excuse me.
Who gave you the right to talk?
You don't have the right.
Like, I'm just asking for the class.
The class? God
Yes.
damn it! There's another high-level berry right here. God, I hate my Ark instincts. I don't want to go find more fish, Mr. Stark. Please, no, no! Oh God, I'm gonna die. That
You heard it here.
one of the scariest. No, Mr. Capper, I don't have armor on. I don't want to
Alright, it
be
sounds
here.
like
Sounds like this might be a...
Podcast is ending.
Yeah, it sounds like a good
No,
time.
no, I got the leeches with the fever.
Yeah, this is definitely a good time to end it.
Yep.
No, guys, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us today. Thank you for listening to our rants about how stupid some decisions have been. I'm exhausted, so I say this is a good part to call it. File, send it, I guess. I don't know. You do you, man. You're hosting.
Bye.
No.
Yeah.
You can
But wait, what about the Vin Diesel counter?
Oh no.
you
Yeah,
can
let's put a final Vin Diesel counter on the screen
Yeah.
right now.
There is
And then
no
add,
Vin
like,
Diesel
a-
counter, okay?
Add some confetti and then like yay sound effect.
Yeah, the little
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! And then there's the
The
counter.
Vin Diesels here do tend to get a bit quirky at night, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
But if I had to sing that same stupid song for 3 years, I would be irritated too. God, I hate how I know that.
Wow, I love how we started with FNAF and ended with FNAF.
And
I'm
end
like
with
a weird
FNAF.
Circle of phone guy.
You can find On File on YouTube. You can find Kraken on YouTube. And the respective links in the video description. And you can find me on Twitch. I do YouTube, but I also don't do YouTube. I suck at uploading. So,
Well, thanks so much for watching.
goodbye!
Do I have swamp AIDS?
Probably.